Hi everybody, welcome to the Makeup Chair. Today I'm doing a review on these, which is the BlankCanvasCosmetics Pro set. This is their new set that they have out. A lot of you were asking how it compares to the other one, and to me this is like the older sister of the other set. And I'm going to do a blog post about it too, with pictures and kind of descriptions as well, because I think that that's kind of handy when you can have a look at each brush, because these brushes are sold separately, so even if you don't want to buy the whole set together, you can buy them separately. And it comes in this cute little brush cup here, and it snaps off like this on either side, and ta-da! Let's start off with the F14 because that's the lowest number, and I just love the shape of it. It's perfect for working blush onto the apples of the cheeks and then for blending it up. But I've actually tried this for using like with my foundation and concealer, and it works pretty well with that too, but I actually really love it for doing like the apples. Then we have the F15. Now what I like about these brushes are that they come in two different colors. You have the red and you have the black. What you can do is you can have this one for your blush, this one for your bronzer, or vice versa, or something, so that you can have like a distinguish between one and the other, and you're not going to like mix your colors up or anything like that. So I think it's kind of handy to have the two different colors but still the same shape. But these are really cute. I love these for working right underneath here. Like they work really deep down into kind of the line underneath the cheeks, and it just really emphasizes the face, makes it so well defined. But you can actually use this right on top to apply either a little bit of concealer or powder, or you can use it for highlighting as well. You can use this across the lid because it's quite small. You can use it down the center of the nose or for doing like the contours around here, anything. Then we have the F16, and this is like the older sister, the more mature one of this one, because as you can see they're very similar shape, even though I didn't dry this properly, but it's actually the same shape as this one, but it's bigger. And what I like for using this for is for using like bronzer all over the face, but then once again working underneath here. And it kind of depends on what look I'm going for. If I'm going for a very structured look, then I'll use the smaller ones. If I'm going for a little bit more of a blended look, then I'll use the bigger ones. And this is the way that I like to hold it, like this, and then just work it underneath here, and you get a really soft contour with this one. The F17 is just your typical synthetic fibered concealer brush. Handy to use. I love the coloring on this one because it definitely stands out as your concealer brush. It's got a nice flat edge, but it still has a little bit of width to it, so you can really pat it on and then blend it away. Just your handy typical one, but very well made. Next we have the F18, and I love this brush because this is one of those brushes that you see in like a shop or you see in a magazine and you go, oh, it's so cute. Look how small it is. It is this very small duo fiber brush. I love this for applying my concealer. It works for applying your foundation, but it takes a little bit longer, but you will get that airbrush look because I love duo fibers for creating that stippled airbrush look. But I love this brush because it's so cute and it's so small, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. So you just kind of buff on and kind of blend out your concealer underneath your eyes, get around the nose area. You can apply also with this one your cream blushes. So if you have cream blushes, cream highlighters, anything that's like fairly small area, because if you think about the cheeks, you don't want to place it like all over the face. You want it to be placed here and then blend it up. So with some cream products, you can apply it too much on the face and then your whole cheek is red rather than just along here. So this is kind of handy because you can stipple it on and then kind of buff it away and blend it away, so you just get that nice defined look without it being like spread all over your face. Because I do like using duo fiber brushes when I'm applying cream products, any type of cream products on the face, but this one is nice and handy because it's very small. Then we have the F19, and man oh man do I love this brush. I just adore it. When I first started using makeup and I first got my first foundation brush, it was like this, but obviously it was flat, and that's a very common one, that they're kind of that flatter texture. But now they've made it round, ta-da! And it is so cool because it gets right in the corners here. It kind of can be used almost stippling, because you can stipple on your foundation and then you can just blend it away. So I just think these are really handy, and I don't know why they didn't just originally, when they originally created the foundation brush, why they didn't make it round. I'm sure they had some reason for not making it round, but it's so cool. Like it's so amazing. And I seriously think if you are a massive fan of those flat foundation brushes that just look like this but flat, then try the rounder ones because you will love it. The F20. What can I say? I talk about this a lot. A lot of you own this brush because I talked about it so much that a lot of you went out and bought it, because this is like my dream brush. Like, I seriously adore this brush. I've done a full tutorial on it. I've used it in so many different tutorials showing you guys how you can apply your highlighter, your bronzer, your contour, your foundation, your concealer, your primers even with this brush. It's sort of like a duo fiber brush. It's so soft, it's so smooth. You know, you just look airbrushed. Like, I call this like the airbrushed brush because it is just fantastic. I think I have 3 of these, like, and I just kind of rotate between them because this is my go-to brush. I use this probably the most often out of all the other ones. For my foundation, this is my go-to one. And if I'm going on holiday or anything like that and I want to bring a brush, then this is my brush because this applies everything and everything looks fantastic when it's applied with this brush. So that's the F20. Can't go wrong. It's a really awesome brush. Let's move on to all the eye brushes because there's a few that I really want to show you guys. And I think it depends on the type of person you are. I think some people will be really interested in the face brushes and then some people will be really interested in the eye brushes. If you are interested in the eye brushes, then you have to keep watching because these are really cool. E23, so that's I-23 brush, and this is your typical pencil brush. Nice shape to it, you know, it's nice amount of give, but not too like too flimsy. But this one is a nice in between of the two. It still has a little bit of rock to it. You can really buff underneath the eyes, and as I say to most people, these are really handy brushes if you're a big fan of smudging out your eyeliner. This is going to be your go-to brush. You apply your eyeliner, your pencil liner, your liquid liner, or even an eyeshadow, and you can use this then to just blend it out and give it that smoky look. So it's a really handy little brush to have. The E24 is one of those brushes that is sort of used for pretty much everything. Because of its shape, it can be used flat for applying just a little bit of eyeshadow across the lid, or if you want to buff it out, then you just change the shape of it and you work into the crease. So it's one of those brushes that if you're not going to buy a huge set of eye brushes, this is the only one that you're pretty much going to need. The other ones are fun and they're fun to have, but this will do a lot of the work for you. And if I'm going away on holiday and I'm not going to bring a lot of brushes with me, I will definitely bring this one. The E25, this brush shape is one of those essential brush shapes. A lot of gurus use them, a lot of makeup artists use them for buffing out any harsh lines or edges, and some like makeup artists will have like a ton of these because they'll be applying different eyeshadows and then buffing out ones, and I always like to have a clean one just for getting rid of any harsh lines. So this is your typical blending brush, tapered blending brush, fantastic for a smoky eye or any eye look that you're pretty much doing. And the great thing about this is it's not expensive. E26. Now, a lot of you who are a big fan of a certain high-end brand will notice how similar this one is to the one that they have. If you're going for like kind of fun looks and you like to do something with, you know, a pop of pigment or a pot of glitter, this is a really good brush because it really dabs it on and pats it down. Next up we have the E27, and this is the little baby one. It's so tiny. It's like, it's super duper small. Like it's itsy bitsy. And what I like using this for is to apply the shadows that I use on top underneath the eye, because it's such a small space under there and sometimes you can end up getting it like halfway down your face. But with this, it's so small and little and you can just get it really close underneath the lashes. So I think it's so cute, so small, it's like a baby. We have the liner brush next, and this is the E28. And this is just your typical, very fine, very thin brush for applying your liquid liner. And you just basically hold it like this, lie it across the lashes, and then just do short little strokes working all the way to the end. The E30 is one of those go-to brushes as well. It's one of those brushes that no matter what, like even if I'm really not wearing any makeup that day, I will use this brush. This has the spoolie on one end, the angled brush on the other, and I am obsessed with doing my eyebrows. L29, and this is your lip brush. Got a really nice shape to it, kind of shaped like the Cupid's bow, so it goes up and down and blends. Nice sharp edge to it so you can really get around that lip line and above as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. If there's any of these brushes and brush combination that kind of stand out to you, some of the brushes that you like the most, then do let me know. I'll put pictures and a little bit more information up on my blog as well, and I will try and update that. It might be updated before this video actually goes live, but I will talk to you soon. I really hope that you guys enjoyed that. Definitely check out the website because it's a brand new website that they've done recently and it looks fantastic, and I'm really happy with these brushes. Love them. Love the brush roll, like the brush cups, like they're so cool. It's like really handy to have. But I will talk to you soon. I'm Shalini Katie and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.